for the season. 12 hits shy of the 3,000 mark in his career. And looks at a ball outside. I mean, I think that's 2,000.
2,000,
I think I wrote
right.
that down wrong. Yeah, 2,000 hit mark in Major League Baseball.
Well, he's. I know he'll be over that 3,000 mark with his hits over in Japan.
Backhanded by Marte. And quickly one out here in the first inning. Russell Branyan will step in now. Branyan has homered twice in the series. Modest 3-game hitting streak coming in. Branyan goes after that first pitch and fouls it back.
Well, now you notice back into the number 2 hole. And you flip-flop him. Gutierrez is now hitting 5th today with Griffey in the lineup, who's hitting 4th, and Branyan goes up into the number 2 slot. That's where we saw him the last time we played him.
0-1 pitch. Down low, with Fausto being the first right-handed starter in the series to face the Mariners. Certainly a different-looking lineup. Now the 1-1. Good pitch outside corner. Took a little something off, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch in the dirt to even the count. There is Jose Lopez waiting in the on-deck circle. Just underway here at Progressive Field. Now the 2-2 pitch. And it's outside, full count. Carmona has done a much better job pitching inside to the left-handed hitters here lately. And Branyan reaching a little bit there. Stays alive, 3-2. Russell with 75 runs batted in, tied for the team lead along with Jose Lopez. And the payoff pitch is swung on and missed. Looks like Branyan might have chased one there, 2 down.
Well, look at the sequence from Fausto to Russell Branyan. Started him off with a good fastball, missed with a changeup, got one there, another changeup, another one, and then he gets him to expand away. And that was a tough pitch, pretty good pitch. Good movement going down and away.
2 down now for Jose Lopez. You know, I was talking to Kelly Shopik before the game today, and I didn't realize he was telling me that a lot of times Carmona, he gets movement on his four-seam fastball. So to think that, his four-seamer is straight as opposed to the two-seam sinker is kind of a misnomer. In the air left field, routine for Matt Laporta. And a good first inning for Fausto Carmona as the Mariners go 1-2-3. Up tonight brought to you by Progressive Insurance, proud to be the official auto insurance provider of the Cleveland Indians. It's Grady Sizemore, Jamie Carroll, and Shin-Soo Choo. Peralta, Hafner, Valbuena occupy the middle. Laporta, Torregas, and Marte round it out. Hernandez misses with the first pitch down low. Grady lines one deep left field. On the run, and a basket-style catch can't be made. And now the left fielder, Langerhans, looks like he's hurt. Into third base with a triple is Grady Sizemore. And now here comes the training staff. They're going to have to take a look at Langerhans because he slammed into that wall pretty hard.
Well, he had the ball in his glove, and then when he hit the wall, it came out. He had a long run for it as that ball was slicing away from him toward the line. Maybe knocked the wind out of himself, or, you know, that shoulder went into the wall.
He's trying to stretch it out. Take another look.
Yeah, he had a long run for it. But watch how this ball slices. Grady stayed on it nicely. Now he's going to get there. It goes into his glove. Now watch when he hits the wall. Boom. Oh. Knocks it right out. And that right shoulder seemed to go right into the wall. He throws it all the way to third base from his butt out there on the track. He tracked it down. He's hurting, but he realizes, hey, I've got to get up. And that ball goes almost all the way to third base in the air on one hop. That'll be a triple.
Still checking on Langerhans.
He just needs a little time.
What does Grady Sizemore know about Felix Hernandez that nobody else seems to know? Great career numbers against the Mariners starter, and he starts this game off with a triple.
Well, Grady's been using the opposite field a lot more, I'd say, in the last 3 weeks to a month. And boy, his batting average is starting to go up a little bit. But he stayed right on that pitch, a little two-seam fastball from Hernandez.
Think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Stay in the game.
He got a little stinger out there. You know, it's a little. He's going to be upset with himself too, because if he didn't hit that wall, he probably would have caught the ball if he could just fall into the ground. But watch Grady just stay on the ball. This is going to be the key for the Indians hitters today. See that ball away? The one thing it was elevated a little bit, so that helped him go the other way. If that ball's down, it's not as easy to hit it, or to hit it as far as he did to left field.
That's his fifth three-bagger of the year, and the Indians have a golden opportunity to grab the early lead. They'll bring the infield in now for Jamie Carroll.
You know, normally you don't bring in the infield with nobody out. You wait till one is out, but I guess with this guy on the mound, they feel, hey, we're going to take our chances. Grady's the speedster.
And Jamie Carroll looks at a first pitch strike. Carroll's first home run came against the Mariners at Safeco Field in Seattle. The 0-1. Grounded to third, and a good move to keep that infield in as Hanahan will throw him out, one down.
Let's check out the defense for Seattle. Playing behind Hernandez this afternoon. In the outfield, it's Langerhans in left. Gutierrez is in center, Ichiro in right. Hanahan at third, Josh Wilson at short, Lopez at second, Branyan is at first, and Johnson behind the plate. Felix Hernandez, 12-4 on the year, making his 26th start. 8 of those 12 wins have come on the road. Trails only CC Sabathia, who has 9 road wins this year. He's got a very good ERA. He's a 23-year-old right-hander that keeps getting better and better, and is the youngest among active pitchers to record his 50th win. He did that a few starts ago when he was just 23 years old.
Good back-to-back stops by Rob Johnson. One down in the feet of Choo. That one bounced in front of home plate. Hernandez has always had a great arm. What has made him even tougher this year is that little twist in his delivery. where he turns his back just slightly to the hitter, helps him hide the ball a little bit more. Big tapper foul. Two and one the count on Shin-Soo Choo with a runner at third and one out here in the first. That triple by Sizemore, the first for the Indians since August 9th when they had a pair against the White Sox. Choo had one of them. Luis Valbuena had the other that day. 2-2. Choo riding a 7-game hitting streak.
Choo's had that stroke working where he's gone up the middle and the other way very well recently. Staying on the ball, and he's going to get a breaking pitch here.
The 2-2. Again, he beats it into the ground. Bill Hall can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, it's a good thing he's not out there between the lines today then.
Runner at third, one out. Home half of the first.
Little fastball in to back him up.
And it's a full count now. 3-2. Infield in. Runner at third, one out.
Wants that slider again.
Payoff pitch. And again, he beats it into the ground. He's taking aim on that Mariner dugout.
Well, he's doing the same thing with that pitch. They're good pitches. Sliders inside. He's not giving him any room to make a mistake there. But Choo is just getting enough of it to stay alive. Hernandez with runners in scoring position, just a 208 batting average against him, and he's got a chance now to get out of this thing.
One or two down as the ball came right back to him on the pitch inside. And that'll leave it up to Johnny Peralta now as the infield will back up.
Look, he didn't give him any swinging room. Sliders inside, fastballs inside. He got that one up there. Did that say 97? Boy, and it jammed Choo. Hey, whew, that's tough to get him out of there.
Johnny Peralta leans back, ball one. Finally, the Mariners cooled him off a little bit last night. Johnny 0 for his last 7, but hitting .339 over his last 28 games. Off-speed pitch, might have chased it 1-1. Same pitch, that time Johnny lays off. 2-1. Sizemore, the runner at third after the leadoff triple, and with 2 down. His 2-1 pitch is blooped to left, and the Indians will take the lead. Johnny Peralta with his 66th run batted in on the year. Snaps an 0 for 7 skid with that base hit.
Well, and that's a big base hit, because if you let this guy get away with that leadoff triple and not scoring, then he just gets a little more confidence. This is going to be our McDonald's. I'm loving it. It shatters the bat, but Johnny was able to get enough of it. He laid off the slider, got the count in his favor, picked on the 2-seam fastball, but gets a 2-out base hit, and that right there is why you love it. 2-out hitting.
Now Travis Hafner with 2 down and a runner at first. Hafner has hit in 3 straight games. 1 for 5 with a homer last night.
He ended the string of 10 straight games of an Indian homering in this ballpark. What was it? 392
plate appearances.
Plate appearances.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. Hernandez with a 1-1, and it's outside. Mariners have a partial shift on for Hafner. The third baseman Hanahan swung around towards short, and the shortstop Wilson shading him almost directly up the middle. Sort of your hybrid shift. And the 2-1. Big chopper to second. Lopez will throw him out. But the Indians grab the early lead thanks to the leadoff triple by Grady Sizemore and the 2-out base hit by Johnny Peralta. Continental Airlines, official airline of the Cleveland Indians. Continental Airlines, work hard, fly right. By McCafe Coffees at McDonald's, all made to order with fresh ground espresso beans. And by All Care Dental and Dentures, we make seeing the dentist easy. From the flats to Progressive Field, we greet you today. A 1-0 Tribe on top. Second inning, Ken Griffey Jr. leading it off. Junior 0 for his last 7. Indians shift 3 on the right side, leaving Peralta by his lonesome on the left side of the infield. Big bouncer to first. Marte will take it himself. 1 down. Let's have a look at the Alltel text poll question of the game today. Who holds the Mariners record for most home runs in a season by a third baseman? Is it Edgar Martinez, Mike Blowers, Jim Presley, or Adrian Beltre? Text your answer to 31962. Results later in the game. Here is Franklin Gutierrez, who had his 13-game hitting streak, a career high, snapped on July the 11th. He batted .461 during his 13-game tear, and has had a stellar season overall for the Mariners. He's hit in 42 of his last 55 games. Good looking pitch, just missed. 2-0. Sounded like he broke his bat. And Grady Sizemore has an easy play. 2 down. Don't forget, you can save 70 to 81% off jewelry right now during the Overstock sale at Alvin's, your Cleveland family jeweler. since 1931. Thousands of items are on sale, including rings, pendants, diamonds, earrings, and gold, all up to 81% off. Find sale dates and locations at alvinsjewelers.com. Well, the good news for Carmona, he's being efficient. So far, 3 pitches or less to 4 of the 5 Mariner hitters.
Love that.
Jack Hanahan, 0 for 5 in the series and 0 for his last 9 overall. Looks at a ball outside, 2-0. Hanahan came from Oakland in exchange for right-hander Justin Souza on July the 11th. Strike to the outside edge, 2-1. Carmona's 2-1 pitch. Deep right center. Long run. Nobody's going to get to it. Off the fence. Hanahan just missed a game-tying homer. He'll settle for a 2-out double.
Boy, he sure did. That ball missed by about a foot or two. Getting out of here. A long way to go. Right center field. Grady was playing him over in left center. So Carmona must have made a mistake middle of the plate because he hit it a long way, and it's away from the defense. There was away. Up a little bit. And watch where this ball hits. Whew, not by much. Stays in the park, so that'll give Wilson an opportunity now with 2 outs.
Well, this guy has been red hot. 5 for 8 with a double and a homer in this series. And a strike is called. So for Josh Wilson, it's either the American League teams haven't figured him out just yet, or a change of venue has helped him maybe start to emerge. Pitch is down low. Mariners got him off waivers from San Diego back on June the 19th.
And the funny thing, they also have Jack Wilson. They made a trade for in Pittsburgh, and that guy can play some shortstop now.
He's bothered by a hamstring injury at the moment, which is why he has not played in this series. 1-1. Up the middle, Carmona knocks it down. And boy, does he help his own cause by throwing out Wilson right there. Otherwise, we could have had a tie game. No runs, a hit, 1 man left aboard. Middle of the second, 1-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the second here at Progressive Field. Kids Fun Day. Lots of youngsters in attendance. Nice crowd. Actually, a good weekend with the Rock and Blast back-to-back fireworks shows.
Today is Art Kit Day for all the kids.
Last night's hero, Luis Valbuena, lifts one to left. Langerhans makes the grab, one down.
Well, celebrate Labor Day weekend here at Progressive Field. On Saturday, September 5th, there's going to be a special start time. It's at 4:10. The Indians will take on the Twins, and all fans in attendance will receive a Travis Hafner bobblehead. Also, the Wives Association will be holding their annual Shirts Off the Back auction. It's your chance to bid on a game-worn jersey of your favorite Indians player.
There's Proc looking on as Matt Laporta takes aim and fouls it back. You know who the happiest guy in the house today is with the art set giveaway?
Who would that be?
Tom Boshenik, our stat man.
That's true.
Brand new set of crayons.
I heard he went out there and went through the line 3 times.
He's going to start painting his stats now, I understand.
He's going to be the artiste.
Laporta 3 for 8 in this series with a double. Cuts and misses, and the count is 1-2. Felix Hernandez gave up a leadoff triple to Grady Sizemore. And then a 2-out RBI hit by Johnny Peralta for the game's only run in the first. Down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Laporta socks it to center, but it's right at Gutierrez. 2 down. Well, last night we had a walk-off home run by Luis Valbuena, which gave the Indians 2 home runs. And every time the Indians homer this year, we raise money for the Gathering Place. Great Clips donating $50 per homer this year, over $7,700 raised. Rick and I are also throwing in $5 apiece per every homer for the tribe. You can log on to touchedbycancer.org to learn more about the Gathering Place. They do great work helping individuals battling cancer as well as their family members with programs that they provide free of charge. Wyatt Torregas, 2 for 3 in the series. He's played in 7 games and has 6 hits and 5 runs batted in. Two balls and a strike. A lot of these Indians hitters have never seen Felix Hernandez, but he's never seen any of them either.
Well, I always give that edge to the pitcher. If you've never faced a guy before, it takes you at least to that bat to get a feel for, you know, the movement of his pitches, the velocity on his heater, the break to his slider, and what he likes to throw in certain counts.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Torregas foul tips it. Full count. Likewise, pitchers and catchers, they like to have they have scouting reports, but they like to have their own mental book too. They remember what hitters like to swing at.
They sure do. Those catchers, boy,
they don't miss much.
They watch your feet go into that batter's box.
Over the mound, Lopez throws him out. 1-2-3. Go the Indians. Through 2, it's 1-0 Cleveland. Here at Progressive Field, it's a 1-0 Indians lead. Ryan Langerhans, the number 8 hitter, will lead it off. Langerhans ran into the wall in left field trying to catch that ball hit by Grady Sizemore that wound up being a triple in the first. And if there is anything wrong with that shoulder, you'd probably find out about it now.
Well, it was the right shoulder as he was going into the wall. So it's his lead shoulder.
Taps it foul over toward the Mariner dugout. If you just joined us late, here's what we're talking about. He made a terrific effort, had to run a long way.
The ball was in his glove until he hit the wall. But had the sense enough to find that baseball and get it in.
Yeah, otherwise that might have been an inside the park home run.
Yes, it could have been very easily with Grady running.
One ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch drilled to center, but Grady Sizemore is able to grab it. 1 away. What do you say we take a spin down on the farm? Look at our Subway fresh face of the game, Nick Hagedorn, down of Lake County. Came over from the Phillies, part of that. No, he came from the Red Sox from the Victor Martinez trade. The loss last night, 4 state starts at Lake County at 2.31 ERA with 18 punchouts in 11 innings. Subway, play hard, eat fresh. Got to remember to keep track of all these different players and which trades they came from.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd forgotten about Connor Graham, who we showed last night, who came in the Rafael Betancourt deal.
You mean Ricky Vaughn?
Kind of like the specs.
Well, they had what they get, about 9 pitchers
I think that
through
sounds
trades
right. Yeah.
this year.
And with September right around the corner, we may see some of those new guys. The Indians will have a few September call-ups, I'm sure. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rob Johnson, the Mariner catcher, batting 9th today. Looks at ball 3, full count. Payoff pitch, line to left, a base hit. And the Mariners get their leadoff man aboard. Or excuse me, a 1-out base runner now for Ichiro Suzuki.
That one flattened out a little bit for Carmona.
Well, you make him hit his way on, though, on a 3-2
well,
pitch.
That's exactly right. You're not going to paint and walk him. You earn it, make him hit his way on. I have no problem with that.
And Ichiro Suzuki, 0 for 1, will be the batter. Suzuki 0 for his last 8 in the series. There haven't been many series that I can remember where they have been able to keep him off the bases as many times as they have. Chopper foul wide of the bag. 1-1.
Send out some birthday wishes. Joanne Gallagher turning 43 today from Avon Lake. Joanne, happy birthday. Florence Hamilton is turning 100 today from Ashtabula. So Florence, actually, I think it's tomorrow, but Florence, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
That'll be a big party.
Yes, indeed. Grace Fender of Massillon, 84 years old today. Grace, happy birthday to you. And also Dick Stewart.
1-1 pitch. Up the middle, and it's through. Carmona couldn't grab that one. And that's going to send Johnson all the way to third. Mariners at the corners with 1 out. Fausto put the glove down, but it skipped past him before he could get it.
And you see, just feels for this ball away. It's not that it was a bad pitch, but you see how it almost like slows. He slows it down. He kept his hands back and guided it right up the middle. Once it gets under Carmona's glove into center field, easily first to third. So now the Mariners threatening to come back and tie this game up.
Russell Brandon, strikeout victim his first time up.
I was going to say, a guy that he had an opportunity a couple of times last night late in the game to give Seattle a lead, and they were able to punch him out.
Starts him off with an off-speed pitch. Hey, the Indians bullpen really did another terrific job last night.
Yes, they did. Well, when you give up 3 runs in the first inning and you don't give up any more and you end up winning 11, that's a great job by both the starter staying in the game and your bullpen.
0-2 the count.
He has the chance to punch him out.
No balls, 2 strikes. First and third, 1 out. Pop them up, foul, and this will find the seats. Carmona ready now. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. He struck him out again. 2 down.
Boy, beautiful sequence by Carmona. A couple of off-speed pitches to start him off. Puts him away with a fastball. Very nicely done here when you need the strikeout. There's a changeup. Strike 2. Got him to chase low. Then went with another changeup. That one was up a little bit, but he said, I'm not messing around. I'm going with that good sinking fastball away, and struck him out.
Now Jose Lopez, who flied to left his first time up. First and third, 2 down. Carmona a chance to get out of it. Good stop by Wyatt Torregas.
Yeah, there it is. You see the movement on that ball where it just runs away from the hitter? Kind of spin that he creates.
And you think, looking at that, saying, well, why would he just, why not just take that pitch? Don't swing at it. Well, that's a tough judgment to make.
Easier said than done. You're seeing it. It's close enough, and it just moves late. Coming up to the plate, if you take it.
Swung on and missed. And that's the difference, too, for a guy like Carmona, pitching ahead in the count as opposed to if it's 2-0, then he doesn't swing at that pitch.
That's because, yeah, that's exactly right. You don't have to swing at it, but when you have 2 strikes, it's too close to take.
Carmona lets it go, and a swing and a miss.
Well, I'm surprised Ichiro hasn't taken off yet. I really am. He's sitting over there at first base. Prime opportunity. Don't know if they'll throw through or not. They probably would because the catcher's on third base, but I'd be off and running.
1-2 pitch. He holds again, and it's fouled away.
Especially with 2 strikes.
Suzuki has 24 steals on the year. Carmona with a 1-2 count on Lopez. Shatters the bat. Valbuena will have to hurry. He does. And Carmona works out of the jam. Mariners strand a pair. 1-0 Cleveland, middle of the third.
Half of the third inning, Indians holding on to a 1-0 lead. Carmona did a nice job to get out of the top of the third inning. And now it's Hernandez on to face Marte, Sizemore, and Carroll. Good fastball. Hits it foul, 1-1 count. Skinner's going to flip it up for a souvenir, I'm sure. The young lady right there. Good job.
That's why you bring your glove, right?
Yes, indeed. That was an easy one there.
Good breaking ball by Hernandez. Drops in 1-2. Just missed low. Andy Marte with a modest little 3-game streak. But he's driven in 4 runs batted in during his 3-game hit streak. Big sac fly last night. I mean, when you only score 4 runs, every run is big. That's 1-run victory. Well,
and it seems like when Seattle's been in this ballpark, they don't give up many. They beat them up out in Seattle as far as offensively. They averaged 10 runs a game. But here, a little different.
Swung on and missed. Hernandez gets his first strikeout, and he is set down 5 in a row.
Redeem a Big Mac box lid for a buy one get one free ticket offer. This offer is for upper box seats and is good for all Monday home games. So bring your Big Mac box lids to any Indians team shop or the Progressive Field box office for this terrific ticket special.
Here's Grady Sizemore, his triple. The biggest hit in this game so far. It led to the Indians' first run.
For Hernandez, that's just his third first pitch strike out of the 10 guys he has faced.
The 0-1. Down and in. Grady over his last 12 games coming in, batting .333. Check swing roller to third. Fielded by Hanahan. Off balance throw, and it hits Sizemore. And Grady is aboard with a check swing infield single.
Well, you know, when you're coming in as a third baseman, you have to get rid of it quickly the way Sizemore can get down the line. And he didn't hesitate. He knew I've got to throw it on the run. It's a little check swing. It's almost like a perfect bunt when it all comes down to it. Little check swing. Look at it. He's got to come in because he felt it was going to be fair. You get rid of it. It's up the line. It hits Grady, but it'll go as an infield single. So the third hit for the Indians. Grady now 2 for 2.
And it brings up Jamie Carroll, who bounced out to third his first time up. Home half of the third, 1-zip, Tribe on top. Rob Johnson going to go out for a brief chat. Now Grady has obviously the potential to always steal a base, but we have not seen him running as often this year.
Well, base stealing, it's a lot of it has to do with counts, who's hitting, situations. Grady knows, I mean, and there's no sense in stealing it just to steal, just to say I want to steal a base. If it counts, then it's good. I mean, late in the game, you need a stolen base, you take off and you do it.
Strike called, and the count evens at 1-1.
Hernandez is in 9 games this year against the Central Division. He is 5-1 with a 2.03 ERA. So he has pitched very well against the Central.
1-2 the count now on Jamie Carroll. Check swing, foul tip,
Right
held
into
on
the
by
glove.
Johnson. That's a strikeout, number 2 for Hernandez. 2 down here in the inning. Now, don't forget to head on over to your local Ohio Lottery retailer and pick up a ticket for Tuesday's Mega Millions drawing. $252 million up for grabs. Fouled right back to the screen. Shin-Soo Choo got jammed on a good fastball his first time up and hit it back to the mound. Since July 25th, he's batting at a .343 clip. Coming in tight again, really tying him up. 0-2. Two down, runner at first, and an 0-2 count on Shin-Soo Choo here. Snap throw over. Time called at home plate by the catcher Johnson.
Hitters this year, when Hernandez has had them down in the count 0-2, like Chu is at now, have hit 126 off him. He just buries you when he can get ahead in the count.
Well, he's got so many different ways he can get you.
Yeah, he sure does. There's 17 for 135, or what it comes out to, with 3 doubles, and that's that. So let's put it this way: he doesn't make many mistakes when he's got you down in the count.
Strike 3 called. Fastball ends the inning, and he strikes out the side. Through 3, it's still Cleveland 1, Seattle nothing. One-nothing Tribe through the first 3 innings. Nothing new for Seattle. More than half their games this year have been decided by 2 runs or less. And so far, a very good pitcher's duel. Fausto Carmona misses outside to Ken Griffey Jr., who grounded out to first his first time up. Two-0. One of the reasons why the Mariners have been so much improved this year and why they have a winning record 120 plus games into the season. This ball's hammered. Deep center. Grady's going to give it a cursory look, but it's well out of here. Ken Griffey Jr. with his 13th home run on the year ties the game at 1.
Well, a 2-0 count, and I'm going to tell you, he was sitting on a pitch. He got it, and he did some damage into the Indians' bullpen, and we have a tie game. Watch this pitch. Oh, can it get any more middle? Right there. He knew it. How many times has he made that trot around the bases? Fausto giving up his 10th home run. Griffey hitting his 13th.
So the leadoff blast has us back to even. I was going to say, though, one of the reasons why the Mariners are having a good year and so much improvement over a year ago, in the deciding game of a 3-game series, they're 13-4, and they've won 12 of their last 14. So that's
huge when you win the series.
Absolutely.
If you flip it around, I mean, you're on the losing end. Those are hard. Those are tough.
And that's where the Indians were really for the first 2 months of the season.
Yeah.
You know, they were on that losing 2 out of 3. You start winning 2 out of 3, and boy, it changes everything in a hurry. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Franklin Gutierrez fly to center his first time up here today. And a ball down low, and the count goes full, 3-2. Carmona's payoff pitch is slicing out of play.
Pick up a couple more birthday wishes. Carly Kustelik of Hilton Head, another Hilton Head birthday, is turning 4 today. Carly, happy birthday. Morgan and Peyton Winters of Perry, which Gene Winters is their dad, who works for All Bets Are Off, is the producer. He's got twin daughters turning 1 today. So Morgan, Peyton, happy birthday, and Gene, good luck.
Good luck indeed.
That's right.
Oh, actually, you know, Gene gets to leave the house and go to work every day. Mom's.
Yes, indeed. Twin daughters.
Ooh. And the payoff pitch. Hit that off his big toe.
Yes, he did. He hit it off his body somewhere. Moving in. Ouch. Well, you see he has that protection on the front shin.
He hit it just above it looked like. So the count stays 3-2 after the leadoff homer by Griffey here in the 4th. Swung on and missed. Carmona gets his 3rd strikeout, 1 down here in the 4th inning. Let's send you back to the STO studios right now for a Ford Sports update with Dave Chudowski.
Matt Pedro Martinez returning to New York with the Phillies to take on the Mets. He has a big lead, but the first batter he faces, Angel Pagan, with an inside the park home run. Shane Victorino thought it was trapped in the wall. The umpires say no, it's 6-2 now in the 2nd.
All right, thanks, Dave. Here, Jack Hanahan, who doubled his first time up, spins out of the way of a pitch from Carmona. Fausto's 1-0. Again, pushes him off the plate. This will be pitch number 60 for Fausto today. And a fastball to the outside corner. Boy, he goes in off the plate twice and then paints the outside edge. See if he goes out there again. He did, but it's low, and it's 3-1. You can win a new home theater system in the Great Clips Upgrade My Viewing contest. The package includes a 32-inch Samsung 1080p TV, a Sony Bravia DVD home theater system, and a Sony Blu-ray player. Stop by your local Great Clips location and register to win before August 30th.
Well, that's coming up. It's in a week.
I know. September is upon us, my friend.
Yes, indeed. Kids start school this week.
Tuesday. 3-2 pitch, just missed. It's ball 4, and Carmona has walked his first batter of the game.
Well, if you're traveling, you can always catch the Tribe games on your computer with MLB.tv. It's the ultimate baseball experience featuring 100 live out-of-market games per week, plus on-demand games. For full details, visit Indians.com, where baseball is always on.
Josh Wilson hit a hard grounder back to the mound to end the second inning.
Self-defense.
Yeah, he's
hit Fausto.
Just about every ball he's hit has been hard.
Yes, it has been in this series. It certainly has.
Foul away. This is a stat that gives you an idea how long Ken Griffey Jr. has been playing the game of baseball. That home run off Carmona was the first he's hit off Fausto. That gives him home runs off 402 different pitchers. And this year, 12 of his 13 home runs have been off first-time pitchers.
Well, he has been around a long time.
Another notch in the old belt.
Yeah, don't feel bad, kid. I've got about 400 other guys just like you.
I mean, if he retires at the end of the year, 10 years from now, he could say, I hit home run off that guy. He's still pitching. I hit a home run off that guy. He's still pitching.
And look at 624 homers with 1,800 ribbies. Still not to that 3,000 hit mark. And won't get there, but doesn't need to be.
It's his 24th career homer on Cleveland soil. 13th here. He had 11 at the old stadium.
Great matchups in the mid-'90s when Griffey was there. You know, and the Seattle was in the playoffs against the Indians, and Assenmacher always used to come in to face him. That was the matchup. That was his man he had to face.
Wilson goes down swinging. Carmona gets his 4th strikeout, 2 down.
That's the worst swing I've seen him take this weekend. And that's what happens. 2 strikes out of the zone. You get him to chase a pitch. So Fausto, 2 strikeouts in the inning. He's walked 1, gave up the home run to tie this game. And has given up 4 hits this afternoon.
Ryan Langerhand's a swing and a miss.
He's really working that changeup out today, isn't he? A lot.
He's got a good feel for it, obviously.
Yes, he does. He certainly does. He's not trying to power his way through everything. And right now, he's backing off a lot of pitches, which is it's nice to see.
Strike to the outside corner, and it's 0-2. You almost wonder, Rick, if when you've got a good feel for the changeup, if that doesn't help your fastball.
It slows you down is what it does. I don't think maybe it helps your location of the fastball. He's not throwing any harder, but it seems like he's nailing that outside corner.
70th pitch of the day. It's swung on and missed.
That's what I'm talking about.
5 strikeouts for Carmona. He fans the side. But Griffey Jr.'s 402nd homer off a different pitcher has tied the game at 1. A group from the Lutheran Hospital's lab department.
Enjoying a Sunday afternoon out at the ballpark.
Boy, and it's turned out to be a great afternoon. It was overcast and cloudy when we got here today.
Got a pretty good ball game going on, too.
1-1, 4th inning. Felix Hernandez gave up a leadoff triple to start the game to Grady Sizemore. He scored on a 2-out base hit by Johnny Peralta. And that's been it for the Tribe.
Both pitchers struck out the side their last inning.
Johnny fouls it off. Third base side, Joel Skinner with a flip to the crowd. Oh, they both went for it and knocked it back. This scoreboard update brought to you by Wendy's. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. There you go. When in doubt, flip it to the dad and let him give it away.
Yeah.
Johnny drives it deep left field. Langerhans looking up, and it's gone to Souvenir City. Johnny Peralta with his 10th home run of the year. No doubt about it, shot to left. And the Indians jump back in front 2-1. And Hernandez is upset with himself.
It looked like he might have hung him a slider because he's been throwing that slider a lot. And, you know, Johnny, you don't see him pull a lot of pitches, so that's why I'm saying it had to be an off-speed pitch. But they come back, and this is going to be our Pepsi home run replay off the bat of Johnny Peralta. Let's see what it is. Oh, the flat slider. He knew it as soon as he gave it up. Oh, boy. Johnny put a beautiful swing on it. Comes right back, and he has driven in both Indians' runs today.
Boy, that is only the 2nd home run at home this year for Johnny Peralta. That's hard to figure. But it puts the Tribe on top 2-1, and now Travis Hafner. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. Hafner grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. And now hammers one to the shortstop, Wilson. He caught that in self-defense. 1 down. Let's have a look at our great clip of the game from last night, 11th inning. Luis Valbuena. Good night, everybody.
The walk-off variety.
Relax, you're at Great Clips. Valbuena flied out the left his first time up today. Looks at a ball down low. And he's got a base knock into right field. 5th hit of the day for the Tribe. And a 1-out base runner now for Matt Laporta.
Well, he missed his location there. They wanted it down and away, and he threw it in. And Valbuena just got down on the trademark, but got it into right field for a base hit. Hit number 5.
Matt Laporta, who flied to center his first time up. Well, when you're facing a top flight pitcher, you have to take advantage of every mistake he makes, because that may be the only opportunities you get in the game.
That's exactly right, boy.
Indians have done that.
Yes, they have.
He's not going to make many. And I think, as you pointed out too, getting that run in the first inning, it may only be 1 run, but against a guy like this, it at least gives everybody a little confidence.
But it was a leadoff triple, you know, and he had a chance to get out of it. So if you don't, if you don't score in that inning, that really pumps him up. And he's thinking, okay, that was their chance to get me. They didn't get me, so now he's going to settle in. But the big 2-out hit by Johnny. So Johnny has had the hot bat today. Very good. He's driven in both Indians' runs.
Now Laporta again tries Gutierrez in center field. Franklin has it, 2 down.
You can celebrate Labor Day weekend here at Progressive Field. Sunday, September 6th. The Twins will be in town. All kids 14 and under will receive an onion doll. And it's also Kids Day, Kids Fun Day, as always on Sundays. With free kids and activities out on the plaza, and then run the bases post game.
Two down, runner at first, Wyatt Torregas, who grounded to second his first time up. Leans back for ball 1.
By the way, the onion doll is last in the races here. I think ketchup and mustard are tied.
Yeah.
And Onion's about 6 behind, so he's got to go a ways.
The thing I don't quite understand about the hot dog race is the body types change from race to race. So I don't think it's the same.
You got to buy a program, man, and you got to.
It's not the same ketchup every time.
No, it's not.
So wager responsibly when you're in the seats. 1-1 pitch, missed
your
inside.
program, see which Greyhound's running. Do your homework.
Wyatt Torregas, 2 for 4 now in the series. Valbuena at first with 2 down. Tribe regaining the lead on the 10th home run of the year by Johnny Peralta. Don't forget, if you missed the Browns game last night, you can catch the replay after our ball game today, 4:30, right here on Sports Time Ohio. Browns looked very strong last night. Josh Cribbs had a big game. James Davis from Clemson had a long touchdown run. And then all bets are off follows the replay. Golf Zone with Jimmy Hanlon later tonight. Keep it tuned right here to Sports Time Ohio. Fielder's choice ends the inning, but the homer by Peralta has the Tribe back on top, 2-1 through 4. You by Subway. Play hard, eat fresh. And by Alltel Wireless. Choose who you call for free with My Circle. Any number, any network. Fausto Carmona's 71st pitch of the day is grounded fair inside the bag. Rob Johnson, the Mariner catcher, on his way to second. He better hurry, and he does end up sliding in there. He was in no hurry to get there.
That's a catcher, man.
It looked like he was going to stop halfway to second base.
Well,
but he knows his body. He knew he had plenty of time, I guess.
He's 2 for 2. Well, it's right down the line, and by the time Laporta gets over there, he's got to save his energy. That one deflects off. He figured it was a double all the way, but you're right. He did kick it down into cruise control a little early.
So, Mariners trying to come right back. Leadoff man at second base. Seattle down a run. Ichiro Suzuki singled his last time up. In the air center field, Grady Sizemore.
That's not going to get it done.
Johnson will tag. Bluffs a move. He's going to hold right there.
Not the way he ran from home to second. That was not going to get it done.
Good throw by Sizemore, by the way. Time now for our direct energy, bringing the gas sequence. Russell Brandon has struck out twice today, but his last time up had runners at first and third and only one out.
So 3 times in this series in the last 2 days they've been able to get Russell Brandon. He fouled that changeup off, but puts him away with a good fastball moving away from him.
Direct energy, simple solutions for your natural gas supply needs. Now, you talked about the fact that Brandon's strikeout totals are really rapidly on the rise here, especially since the All-Star break. What really catapulted him to having such a solid season early was the number of walks. And Brandon still leads Seattle with 55 walks. 0-1 pitch, way outside to even the count. But maybe the patience just hasn't been there as much for Russell of late.
Yeah, he's been that way his whole life. You're not going to change now. He's been around a long time. But I'll tell you what, you make a mistake and he can hit it a long way. We've witnessed that in this series. He's hit a couple of home runs a long way. But if you make your pitches to him, you can get him to strike out.
But as I said, I mean, he had a lot of walks early in the year, and when I talked to him the last time in, he said, well, part of it's I know I'm going to be in the lineup every day, too.
Yeah.
I'm not going out there. I know I don't have to go out there and, hit 2 or 3 home runs to make sure I'm going to play the next day.
And then plus, when you're playing every day, your eye is better at the plate. You know when to lay off pitches on the outside because you're out there every day. When you're not playing every day and you get pinch hit appearances every now and then and you get a start, it's a little different.
2-2.
He's really overmatched Brandon with that fastball away that's running away. With that open stance, he hasn't been able to stay on it. Just stay right with it. That 94 got some movement running away from the barrel head of his bat.
He's also had good success with that changeup against Brandon. He foiled that one with a pitch or with a swing to just stay alive. That changeup, though, stayed up just enough that he could get the bat on it.
Now, so far today, Fausto has thrown Russell 16 pitches. 11 have been strikes.
Broke the bat. Jamie Carroll will throw him out. 2 down. Rob Johnson moves to third. Another check of the Alltel text poll question of the game. Mariners record holder, most homers in a season by a third baseman. Is it Edgar Martinez, Mike Blowers, Jim Presley, or Adrian Beltre? Text your answer to 31962, and we'll have the results coming up later in the game. Jose Lopez 0 for 2. In the dirt. Torregas smothers it. Lopez grounded to short to end the third inning with runners at first and third. Bats here with a runner at third and 2 down in the fifth. pitch number 80 on the afternoon for Carmona. 51 of his pitches have been for strikes. This has been one of his better games just in terms of the overall ratio for Carmona.
Well, I like it. He's walked 1. He struck out 5. He's changing speeds very well. He's working both sides of the plate. He's done great today.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. You know, this is one of the first games that I can remember where I've actually can say he's pitching today. He's not just rearing back trying to throw that sinker by everybody or throw the fastball.
He's not powering his way through innings. He's stepping back. He's taking a breath. He's pitching. Is right. He's changing speeds.
The 1-2 pitch. Lopez fights it off.
You see hitters up there having to think like, oh, man, he got me with that changeup. I'm out front. Boom, he backs off with the fastball. He goes back, changeup. He's mixing his pitches.
If that can become a really consistent weapon for him, you can see you can make a case for Carmona becoming a very reliable starter once again.
Oh, absolutely.
Peralta says, I'll take it, and the inning is over. The leadoff double does no damage, and Carmona continues to shine through 5. Two-one, bottom 5. It'll be Andy Marte, Grady Sizemore, and Jamie Carroll. Rick talked about this earlier. Felix Hernandez, only 5 of 17 first pitch strikes.
Yeah,
that's up high for ball 1.
He's a guy that, boy, when he gets ahead in the count, he can put you away. He buries you. But today has just been, hitters have had situations where they're ahead in the count early.
And after all that, he's given up 2 runs on 5 hits.
Well, I understand that. And Peralta's driven in both of them, a 2-out single and then a leadoff home run. But he's still nasty, and he makes it that much more difficult.
When he's ahead of you, then you have no chance.
Exactly.
The 1-1.
Uh-oh. You don't want that to start coming into play. He's missed with that a lot tonight, that breaking ball.
Marte fouls one off the facing of the Indians' dugout. Bounced it in front of the plate. 2-2. Brian O'Nora, home plate umpire, needs to reload on baseballs.
He's actually giving the catcher a little break. He's giving Johnson a break because that ball short hop and got him. He's talking to him now, saying, "You okay?" Stalling for a little time.
Marte lifts the 2-2 pitch in the air to right. 1 down. Next Saturday, the Browns host the Titans at Cleveland Browns Stadium at 7:30, presented by AT&T. And for a limited time, you'll get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, $99. It's a $162 value. You can buy it online at clevelandbrowns.com. That'll be a pretty good test for the Browns. Jeff Fisher and company. They always are a well-coached team.
He tried to do it again. He did it the last time. Let's try it one more time.
Well, Jack Hanahan says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." He's not buying it. 2 down.
Another check swing. Last time he got a base hit, and he forced Hanahan to come in. This one was a much easier play for him. Out number 2.
And that brings up Jamie Carroll, who is 0 for 2. You know, in his first at bat, you talked about how he's been staying on the ball and taking it the other way. Almost looked on that check swing that he was starting out to pull that ball. Maybe that's why he stopped his swing. Oh, 1 nails the outside corner. 0-2 the count. This down low, 1-2. With 2 down and the bases empty here in the home half of the 5th. Tribe on top 2-1. Hits are even at 5 apiece. There's that breaking ball again. He's starting to drop it over the front side of those right-handed hitters. Indians go in order. They lead it 2-1 through 5. It'll be Ken Griffey Jr., Franklin Gutierrez, and Jack Hanahan. Griffey Jr. was giving Bruce Hines the business because he was late getting on the field. The third base coach.
Well, you know what happened? He had his hat on. He forgot his helmet.
His helmet, huh?
And he had to run back into the dugout and get his helmet. So Griffey was on him, and he looked at the umpire and says, "I want a 20-second timeout."
1-0 pitch in the dirt. Lee Tinsley, the Mariners' normal first base coach, took this series off to be at home for the birth of a child. And Tim Tolman, who was the Indians' former field coordinator, is coaching at first base in this series for Seattle. Up high, 3-0. There's Tim Tolman.
There's Tully. Spent some time in the Indians organization.
The 3-0, taking all the way.
Careful with this 3-1 pitch.
Full count.
Because the last time it was a 2-0 pitch. And coming into today, when Carmona's been behind in the count, hitters are hitting .383 off of him.
Carmona taking a little too much time. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like he changed up on him. And that's his 6th strikeout of the day. Boy, he's had a great feel for this changeup. And he's thrown it at different times in the at-bats.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, it just falls down out of the strike zone. It was very, very good. Came back from 3-0. He's been able to get 13 swings and misses today.
Franklin Gutierrez 0 for 2 steps in. This Fausto Carmona, no surprise to Gutierrez, who watched him in 2007 win 19 games when they were teammates. The 0-1 swung on and missed.
He said that a number of times today. Swung on and missed.
Now the 2-strike pitch. Popped foul, out of play.
His strikeout high this year is 7. That came against the Minnesota Twins on April 24th in 6 innings. He has 6 right now. So with one more, it would be a season high.
Down low, Gutierrez not chasing after that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Swung on and missed. He has struck out 7. Equaling his season high, as Rick just talked about. Time now for our Northern Ohio Toyota dealers game recap. Johnny Peralta with a 2-out RBI single gave the Indians a 1-0 lead. Ken Griffey Jr.'s solo blast in the 4th tied it, but the Indians would come right back in the bottom of the 4th. Johnny Peralta with a solo homer is 10th on the year. 2-1 try. For a dealer near you, visit buyatoyota.com. Jack Hanahan has doubled and walked today, and he looks at ball 1. Weak ground ball hit to second. Jamie Carroll will throw him out. And another strong inning for Fausto Carmona, who has retired the last 6 Mariners in a row. Here at Progressive Field. Young fans just about everywhere you look on this Kids Fun Day. Shin-Soo Choo 0 for 2. Looks at the ball in the dirt.
You know, one reason I think why Felix Hernandez has done so well on the road this year, we told you his record is 8-1. He's gotten very good run support away from Safeco Field. You know, they average more than 5 runs a game for him on the road. Well, today, Carmona's turning that around, shutting him down. He's only given up 2, but they only have 1. And they're just like about 3 runs a game for him at home. So over 2 runs a game more on the road, and that's not holding true today. Only one other pitcher, and that's CeCe, that has 9 wins on the road this year. As a matter of fact, CeCe will make a road start tonight in Boston.
Ryan Onora said Choo went too far. Choo wanted him to ask for help. Onora said, I don't need any help. That's strikeout number 5 for Felix Hernandez. And we'll send it back to the STO studios for a Ford Sports Update with Dave Chudowski.
Matt, huge game in the AL wildcard race, the Rangers and the Rays. After losing 2 straight to the Rays, the Rangers in control right now as they get 2 runs there in the 3rd inning. Michael Young with the 2-run single. They're up 3-0 now. Back to you.
Tough to win down in the Trop. What are they, 41-20 or something like that down there?
Record. They have the best, I believe, home record in the American
League. They play
League.
very, very well down there. They're 42-20.
Yeah. Johnny Peralta has had a good day for the Indians. A 2-out RBI hit in the 1st, gave him the lead. And then in a tie game, his solo homer in the 4th put him back on top. Popped into the seats.
It's funny, the Indians with 5 hits. It's been the veterans. Grady with 2 of them. Peralta with 2 of them. The only other guy that has mixed one in is Luis Valbuena.
2-2 to Peralta. Fights it off. Well, Felix Hernandez has been as advertised once again here today. The only hitch in his giddy-up, if you will, is the fact that he has been behind early in counts.
Well, and how the Indians have done it has been with their leadoff man.
Oh, a boot by Lopez, the normally sure-handed second baseman, on a fairly routine hopper. Might have taken his eye off it.
91st error for the defense of Seattle. They are rated 12th in the league, and this is just a boom. Got a nice little Sunday hop.
Now that is the 14th error on Lopez. He leads the team in that category.
Yeah.
Going to bring up Travis Hafner 0 for 2. Hafner, a line drive single into right field. Peralta.
Go.
He's going to hit second. He'll go for third. Ichiro's throw is cut off. Indians at the corners with 1 out here in the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, Peralta was looking over at Skinner and waiting for him to make a move. Johnny, you got to read that, man. You've been around long enough. You know you can get to third base. Man, hit that bag and keep right on going. That's a long way out there for Ichiro to make a throw. Bronk turns on that inside heater. And now, if you can see him, watch him looking over for Skinner. There he is. He's looking. But come on, boy. Keep coming. Let's go. Kick it into gear. You got a 1-run lead. Let's try and make it a 2-run lead here.
Well, now Luis Valbuena has a chance to increase that lead for the Tribe. Even with the bags at the corners, as you see, middle infielders double play depth. High ball one. Big chopper, and it's through into right field. Peralta scores. 3-1 Indians. Valbuena with his second hit of the game, his 21st run batted in on the year.
Well, takes advantage of the error now. That comes back to haunt Hernandez and the Mariners. It's a 3-1 ball game for Valbuena, his 21st RBI and second straight hit. Boy, just got enough of it. Hernandez gets a ground ball, but it's in the hole. You know, another 5 feet over to Lopez, and they would have had a chance to turn it. But sorry, it got into right field. 7 hits now for the Indians.
And now Matt Laporta, who twice has flied out to center. And a first pitch breaking ball in there for a strike. Came back with another one, and it's 0-2. This one he took a little more off of. A bigger hump.
That's the knee buckler there.
Yeah. No 2 fastball inside. And Hernandez now 9 pitches shy of the 100 mark. Trailing it 3-1 with 2 on, 1 out here in the 6th. Lines one to left. Back goes Langerhans over his head. It'll short hop the wall. Hafner scores. Valbuena into third. Matt Laporta with another RBI double. 4-1 Cleveland. 3 straight hits off Hernandez.
Well, they have made the most of this inning. After the error off the bat of Johnny Peralta, Laporta gets that breaking ball down. Must have been sitting on it because that was a pretty good pitch that he hits right there. And I mean hits it over Langerhand's head in left field. It short hops the wall. That allows Hafner to come and score. Valbuena gets to third. Laporta gets his 8th RBI, his 4th double. And now the Indians with a real opportunity to open this one up off the Seattle Mariners' best pitcher.
Matt Laporta has now hit in 4 straight games. And he has 4 runs batted in this 4-game streak. Rick Adair heads back to the Mariner dugout. And now Wyatt Torregas, 0 for 2, will bat with the infield in. Runners at second and third and only 1 out, as you see Miguel Batista loosening. Ball 1. Big swing came up empty, 1-1. For the most part, we've seen Torregas pretty short and quick to the ball.
Yeah, in his starts, he sure has been.
Now the 1-1. And he lines this one toward right center field. Long run for Gutierrez. He'll make the catch. Valbuena will tag and score. Laporta will tag and move to third. Torregas gets his 6th run batted in on the year. It's a 3-run 6th for the Indians, and they lead it 5-1.
Well, that's what you're talking about, right? Short, quick to the ball. That's what he did. He got a fastball, lined it into right center field. Now that's short and quick. So an RBI, they have a big inning. It's now 5-1.
He's only struck out twice in 27 and
that was a good
26
swing.
at bats.
Got the job done. Got him in from third base. Look at
now
this.
Marte with a 2-out base hit into left field brings home Laporta. A 4-run outburst for the Tribe here in the 6th inning. 6-1 Cleveland. Marte picks up his 8th run batted in, extending his hit streak to 4 in a row.
Oh, beautiful. 2-out base hit, just like Peralta did in the first. Picks on a breaking ball, and there you have it.
You talked about, I think you gave us the numbers earlier. During the year, Felix Hernandez has dominated the bottom third of the lineup.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they were hitting under 200.
And the bottom third comes through here with a double, a single, and 3 runs batted in. 8th man to bat in the inning is Grady Sizemore. On the year, when Felix Hernandez had runners in scoring position, the opposition was batting .208 against him, and the Indians have gone 4 for 6 today. Marte has now driven in 5 runs during his 4-game streak. So a number of those hits he's had during his streak, he's made them count.
Well, and again, this is happening. We talked about it Friday night about the big innings that they have of 4 or more runs, and they continue to do that. I don't know if they just start feeding off each other. We always say hitting is contagious, but they have put together some big innings of 4+ runs.
Well, this inning started on an error by Lopez. Otherwise, there would have been 2 outs and the base is empty. But Peralta reached on the error, and then Travis Hafner had a hit to right field that drove Peralta to third. And that seemed to really just allow everybody to go up there, relax, nice and easy, and then bing, bang, boom. 4 straight runs. Inning over. Indians on top 6-1 as we go to the 7th. Is brought to you by Direct Energy, offering simple solutions for all your natural gas needs. Visit directenergy.com/GoTribe for details. And by AM/PM, Too much good stuff. Felix Hernandez talking with his skipper, Don Wakamatsu, or at least he was listening. I don't think he was doing a whole lot of talking there. Gives up a 4 spot. Although it turns out only one of the runs is earned because of that key error made by Lopez.
And a little routine ground ball. Yeah. That's what you have to do, boy. Take advantage. You get an extra out in an inning, and they certainly did. Next thing you know, 4 runs later, it turned a 1-run game into a 5-run game.
Tony Sipp loosening in the Indians' bullpen as Carmona closes in on 100 pitches today. Grady Sizemore. 1 down. Take a look at our All Care Dental and Dentures Smiling Easy Cam today here at Progressive Field, and a hearty hello to all of our All Care folks watching in Toledo, Ohio. With 17 locations across northeastern Ohio, All Care Dental and Dentures makes seeing the dentist easy. 100th pitch of the day for Carmona is a strike. 65 of his pitches have been in the strike zone.
That's what you
13 of 26 first pitch strikes.
Oh, boy. He really has. He's been great today.
And that is the equalizer. That changeup has been there all day long.
This is the best he's pitched since he's been back here. Without a doubt. And I told you, he struggled at home this year. He's 0-5 in this ballpark. This is his 5th start since coming back, and all of them have been at home.
Yeah. Now that streak will come to an end with this long road trip coming up.
Yes, it will. He'll be doing Baltimore.
Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Langer hands his fly to center, and he was called out on strikes in the 4th inning. Two-two pitch. Grounded to second. Carroll. 2 down.
Well, check out Fausto peppering that strike zone. And not doing it with 1 pitch, but, I mean, the changeup has been outstanding for him today. And his fastball, it seems like he's had a little better control with it. Has mixed them up beautifully. 7 strikeouts for Fausto. Ties a season high.
Rob Johnson, the number 9 hitter. Looks at ball 1 inside. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. And only 1 walk is the other huge number for Carmona.
He's been fun to watch today. Sometimes, when you watch Fausto pitch, it's like, man, you feel tired.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting up here and you go, holy smokes, man, he's having a hard time finding the strike zone. Today, he's been very aggressive through it. He's worked hard. He's really changed speeds well.
The 1-1 pitch.
And Bo tells me he's at 11 0-2-1-2 counts today. And for Fausto, that's terrific.
In this day and age of the technology and the video, I would burn a DVD if I was Fausto and carry this in my back pocket everywhere I go.
They could have it like that. Get Billy.
Because whatever he's doing today is what he needs to refer back to whenever it goes awry.
Tell the boys down in the video room.
I'm
Bob
sure they're already 1 step ahead of us.
Yeah, they've already got it sitting in his DVD for the plane ride today.
The 1-2. Little tapper. It's going to stay foul.
I don't know. He seems to be so much more under control today. Wildly, not flying open. Where there's times where that front shoulder has a tendency to come through. And there are times where, he looks like he's landing in different spots, but not today.
Two down, Tribe up 5 here in the 7th. And the 1-2 pitch inside. Fausto fires, and Johnson fouls it off his foot. Two down, base is empty. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Rob Johnson. A little number up the line. It's going to stay foul. So Johnson, the only guy in the Mariner lineup that's had Carmona's number today, really making him work for this final out in the 7th inning. And the 2-2. Full count.
Well, I'd venture to say that this is going to be his last hitter or his last pitch. If he gets an out, terrific. You ended up with 7 innings. If he doesn't or he walks him, I think Sip's ready for that guy right there.
And the payoff pitch. Again, he fouls it off.
This guy, and he's 2 for 2 today, so he sees the ball well. Johnson, a 230 hitter. And for some strange reason, he's battling Fausto.
This will be the 12th pitch of this at-bat coming up.
I can't remember Fausto throwing this many strikes to any one hitter all year.
Again, the payoff pitch. Got
him.
A season high 8 strikeouts for Fausto Carmona. He retires the last 9 Mariners hitters in a row. Stretch time in Cleveland, 6-1 Tribe. with an all-new menu, and that all-new menu is coming to your favorite Paninis soon. Stay up to date at paninisgrill.com. New pitcher for Seattle. Felix Hernandez, day over after 6 innings of work. And right-hander Miguel Batista coming on to work the home half of the 7th. He'll face Jamie Carroll, Shin-Soo Choo, and Johnny Peralta. And Fausto Carmona.
Look at the smile on Wedge's face. I don't blame him. That's the best game he's pitched. Innings pitched and strikeouts. That was fun to watch. It really was. Fausto Carmona had it all going today.
Jamie Carroll fouls it back.
That's Fausto of old right there.
Yes, indeed.
Because he stayed within himself, man.
In some ways, I wouldn't even say it's a Fausto of old. It's a brand new Fausto.
Yeah, with the change-ups, it really was. That was fun to see. Well, I bet he can't wait to get back out there the next time and build on it from there. Well, we will see it in Baltimore.
Well, he'll have his hands full with a pretty good hitting lineup.
I know. In that ballpark, you're right. But that's okay. It was fun to watch today. Match up with one of the game's best. And you get the upper hand.
A 1-2 the count on Carroll. Batista misses down low. And he fights it off to stay alive. Hey, you can join Jimmy Hanlon and Mike Cairns for the inaugural Tee It Up Ohio Golf Tournament Thursday, August 27th at Stonewater Golf Club in Highland Heights. $110. You'll get golf, lunch, dinner, prizes, gifts, and a pre-golf clinic. Tournament presented by GolfNow.com. You can register by logging on to GolfNow.com, or you can also log on to TeeItUpOhio.com. Get yourself all set up to play in the inaugural Tee It Up Ohio Golf Tournament. Strike 3 called. 1 down here in the 7th. Let's send you back to the STO studios for a Ford Sports update. Once again, here's Dave Chudowski.
Hey, Matt, the White Sox trying to stay close to the Tigers in the Central. This doesn't help them. Hosting the Orioles, it's Nolan Reimold. He went to BG. He goes deep off of Mark Burley. 2-run shot. It's 4-1 O's in the 4th. Back to you.
Here's Shin-Soo Choo. Thanks, Dave. Looks at a ball up high. Choo 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts tonight. Two and 0 to count. In the hole, Lopez with a diving stop, and he throws him out. And isn't that the way it works?
Yeah, no kidding.
He boots the routine play and makes a terrific diving stop here.
Well, that one, beautiful play. He's going ranging far to his left. That ball looked like it. Base hit. No, he smothers it, comes to his knee, makes the throw across, gets the out. It was the last inning on the Peralta ground ball. And it just ate him up. A little routine play, and the Indians end up going on to score 4.
And there is Johnny. We got the Indians offense started today with a big 2-out RBI single in the 1st and a solo homer in the 4th. One ball, one strike. Indians hit the road after this ball game, off to Kansas City as the Tribe starts a 10-game road trip. 3 against the Royals, then 4 in Baltimore. And then after leaving the Charm City, the Indians will head to Detroit to wrap up the road trip. We'll have the action for you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Sports Time Ohio. Hard to believe the next time we play here, it'll be Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Strike to the outside
4th of September.
Two pitch. A bit low. Full count. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Indians go 1-2-3. We'll go to the 8th. 6-1 Tribe.
Cast is presented by the authority of the Cleveland Indians and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cleveland Indians.
All right. 6-1 Indians on top. 8th inning here at Progressive Field, and Tony Sipp coming on to work for the Indians.
Okay, Tony's going to match up against the top part of that lineup. You get a couple of lefties, and then you swing in at the third hitter will be Lopez. Bullpen's been doing an outstanding job for Eric Wedge recently.
Tony Sipp worked in last night's game, and in that 10th inning gave up the leadoff double. Then after a sacrifice bunt, he struck out Russell Brandon with that runner at third, and that was the potential go-ahead winning run for Seattle. And then he came out of the game, and Joe Smith struck out the next guy. Talking about that Indians bullpen last night, Chris Perez, Kerry Wood, Tony Smith, Joe Smith, and Rafael Perez all combining for scoreless relief. Only 3 hits allowed. Ichiro fouls it back. Missed outside. 1-2. Right back to the mound. Sipp will take it, throws him out, 1 down.
Progressive Field Party Suites are perfect for entertaining clients or bringing on some employees, hosting a family celebration. You'll enjoy premium service, food, and beverages. Call 216-420-HITS.
Russell Brandon swing and a miss.
There's the old onion. Celebrating, down 5 now. Lost the race today, finished third. Disappointing afternoon. Now out drinking in the stands.
Liner toward left, coming on. Matt Laporta makes the head high catch, 2 down. Well, let's take a look at the results of the Alltel text poll question of the game. 45% think Edgar Martinez is the Mariners' all-time home run leader by a third baseman. It's actually Jim Presley.
Jim Elvis Presley. Remember him?
Vaguely.
You don't. You
Vaguely.
don't, do you? I think 28. 28 homers, 85 ribbies.
Beltre's big year came with the Dodgers before he came to Seattle, home run wise.
Yeah, with the Dodgers, he had 45.
Yeah.
Edgar Martinez, he never played third base. Well, he played third base when Omar was a Seattle Mariner. Other than that, he was strictly a DH.
Yeah.
They would never put him out there. Again, afraid he'd get hurt. So I think the most he ever had when he was a third baseman was 14.
Lopez fouls it. Left side. Ken Griffey Jr. in the on-deck circle. You were talking earlier about Jr. and the matchups with the Indians in the 90s. And I'll never forget Edgar Martinez with that game-winning hit against the Yankees and Griffey's mad dash home to beat the throw that sent Seattle onto the ALCS to face the Indians.
That's right.
That's part of Mariners lore. I think the folks in Seattle will retell
they were
that
down
story.
0-2, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they
down
were.
0-2, and they ended up winning 3 straight to come back.
Remember, that's when the division series, the first 2, if you had home field advantage, you had to play the first 2 on the road. Then you got the next 3 at home.
That's exactly right. And that year they had that comeback against the Angels where they were down.
Swung on and missed, and Tony Sipp gets a strikeout and a 1-2-3-8 for the Tribe left-hander. Bottom of the 8th inning. Travis Hafner will lead it off. Michael Saunders has come into the game in left field, and Ryan Langerhans has moved over to right. Ichiro Suzuki will get the rest of this day off. Travis Hafner 1 for 3. So the ball inside. Line drive, base hit into right field for Hafner. And the Indians get their leadoff man aboard here in the home half of the 8th.
Well, the Indians team shops are giving you a chance to experience the club seats here at Progressive Field. If you spend $100 or more at any Indians team shop or a ballpark souvenir location, you'll receive a voucher good for 2 club seats for just $25. That's a $240 deal, and it's a great place to sit and watch a ball game. Unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverage. Great spot. Nice deal.
Luis Valbuena had a key RBI hit in that Indians 4-run 6th. Big bouncer to first. Brandon goes to second for 1, and that's all they get. Valbuena at first on the fielder's choice. This scoreboard update brought to you by Coors Light. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Here is Matt Laporta, 1 for 3, with a double and an RBI and a run scored in that 6th inning. High pop right field near the line. Long run for Langerhans. He'll make the catch. 2 down. And that will bring up Wyatt Torregas, who had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run in the 6th inning. Watching all these Indians rookies reminded me of something I saw earlier today I wanted to bring to your attention. On this day in 1936,
Bob Feller.
Indians 17-year-old rookie Bob Feller makes his first major league start and strikes out the first 8 batters he faces.
Right?
Finishes the game with 15 punchouts, 1 shy of the American League record at that time as he beat the Browns 4-1.
16-year-old?
17.
He's back in Van Meter today over at the museum, as a matter of fact.
Here it is, Rick. 1936.
Unbelievable. Look at that. I think he's still got the same car at the tractor out there to pick him up.
I guarantee he's got that tractor.
There's no question about it. Look at that wind up and leg kick. You talk about rearing back and firing.
Strikes out the first 8 batters he faces as a 17-year-old rookie. Let that sink in for a minute. As Valbuena goes to second on the wild pitch. Wyatt Torregas and a 1-2 count. Missed down low. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Torregas, this is his 8th game that he's played, and in those 8 games he's had 6 runs batted in, so he's had some timely hits and some RBI sac flies.
Made the most of his playing time.
Outside, full count. Runner at second with 2 down here in the 8th. And the payoff pitch is fouled back. Tomorrow here on Sports Time Ohio, Bruce Drennan has All Bets Are Off beginning at 3. Dodge Tribe Report at 6. Indians on Deck show at 7:30. Tribe Royals tomorrow night at 8 from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. 3-2 pitch. And he walked him. Ball 4. So 2 on, 2 out, and Andy Marte will be the batter. Also a reminder, stay tuned after today's game here on Sports Time Ohio. The replay of last night's Browns-Lions game will come your way. So if you missed it, stay tuned and check it out. If you saw it, you may want to watch it again because there were a lot of good things going on for the Browns last night. And then later on at 9, it's the Golf Zone with Jimmy Hanlon right here on STO. Marte couldn't help himself. And he 1 for 3 with an RBI hit. Marte's knock made it a 4-run 6th inning. Indians scoring 6 runs off Mariner ace Felix Hernandez, but only 3 of them earned. Strike 2. Balbuena the runner at second. Torregas down at first. 0-2 pitch. Up high. Missed upstairs again, 2-2. 23,086 our attendance here today at Progressive Field. Another successful kids fun day here at the ball yard. 2-2. Swung on and missed. We'll go to the 9th. 6-1 Cleveland. try to close it out here in the 9th inning. Perez will face Ken Griffey Jr., Franklin Gutierrez, and Jack Hanahan. Junior 1 for 3 with a home run in the 4th inning. And on this day in 1999, Ken Griffey Jr. joined Babe Ruth and Mark McGwire as the 3rd player in Major League history to hit 200 homers in a 4-season span.
Oof.
His 39th home run helped Seattle beat the Indians on this day in 1999, 4-1.
Yeah, he had a streak there, man, where he was.
I think most people, Rick, thought he was going to be the first guy to hit.
To break the record?
Yeah, to come close to
I did.
Hank
Between
Aaron's
him
record.
and Bonds,
Yeah.
I thought Griffey would be. I will tell you that right now. You know, at his age, the way he was hitting them. And then you never know. He would have if he didn't have the
injury started to
right
peck
there
away.
in the hamstring.
Yep. Hamstring, knee.
You know, he ripped it. I mean, this was so severe he had to have surgery. But not only could he hit home runs, he was a 10-time Gold Glover. I mean, this guy was unbelievable.
He could go get him in center field.
Look at those names up there, huh? Wow.
Fouled back.
And you know who has an outside shot of getting 600 is Jim Thome. If he comes back and plays another year, and he finishes this year, he could possibly have about 675. He's got 70. What's he got? 574 or something like that. Yeah, I know. Excuse me, 564. So if he can get up to about 570, 575.
Yeah.
He's climbing that ladder. Killebrew, I think, is next. And Frank Robinson's on that list.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Boy, that was a beautiful pitch by Chris Perez. 1 down here in the 9th. Time now for our Northern Ohio Buick Pontiac GMC Performance of the Game. Fausto Carmona, 7 dominant innings.
It was great to watch. It was fun to watch today, boy. Good changeup. Pitched ahead in the count. 1 walk, 8 punch-outs. So Fausto looking to snap that streak, get his first home win this year.
Franklin Gutierrez, 0 for 3 will be the batter. Takes a strike. Fouled back out of play. And a terrific play there. Conrad's postgame show comes your way right after the ball game. We'll look back at the highlights and get you all set up for the Indians' upcoming road trip. 10 games. 3 in Kansas City, 4 in Baltimore, then 3 in Detroit. Up high, 1-2. Bounces it foul, wide of third. We're in the 9th. 1 down and a 1-2 count on Gutierrez. And a pop foul again out of play. Mentioned earlier that coming into this game today, the Mariners on the year were 13-4 in the deciding game of a 3-game series. The Indians 11-9, but they won 4 of their last 5 coming in.
Well, it's a big difference. Well, that's why they're playing better in the second half.
Yeah.
You get that and you turn it around.
Back to the mound. Perez, the flip, 2 down. Jack Hanahan will be the batter as the Indians try to close out the homestand on a positive note. Looking to win back-to-back games to take the series from Seattle.
There have been 14 straight Mariners that have gone down, Matty, since you look at the 5th inning. Lead off double.
Fausto retired the last 9 that he faced. And Tony Sipp, a 1-2, 3/8. Perez has knocked down the first 2 in the 9th. Strike called, 0-2. In the air, right field, back goes Chu, still going back, he's out of room, it's off the fence. Into second with a double is Hanahan, he'll hold there. So Jack Hanahan just missed his 2nd home run of the day. He just missed one in the 2nd inning with a drive off the wall in right center, and he does it again here in the 9th.
He hit this one a long way. It was a slider. He went down and put a very good swing on that ball. He goes back, and you're right. For the 2nd time today, he's missed a home run by about 2 feet. And I mean tops. He gets another double, keeps the game going.
Josh Wilson 0 for 3 steps in. Perez goes right at him with a first pitch strike. Fouled back, 0-2. So Chris Perez try to close it out here with 2 down and a runner at second in the 9th. Indians in front 6-1. And the 2-strike pitch. Got him. That'll do it. The Indians win it by a final score of 6-1, and they win the last 2 games in the series to take 2 out of 3 from the Mariners. The win goes